सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Page 201, 17th chapter, Upadesa Sahasri, verse 34. Adrishyopi yatha rahuh Chandre bimbam yathambhasi Sarvagopi tathaivatma Buddhaveva sagrihyate. Shankaracharya, dealing with the topic of Atma by quoting the Brihadaranyaka, Atma is none other than Brahman, which Brahman is Sarvantaraha, all pervading. And that Atma is directly available, Sakshad Aparokshat Brahma, directly evident to oneself. It means one need not struggle to attain Atma. When it is very, very proximately available as myself, why I have to struggle, why I have to go anywhere to attain it? It is like a person who wear a minor chain in the neck. Minor chain. இருக்கா இல்லையா అని இருக்கும், அது ஒரு ஃபேஷன், நாட் சந்திரஹாரம், மைனர் செயின், and went to a function. While walking here and there, that chain which is in the neck, but it went back, almost it is non-existent. This person thought, I have lost my chain. Therefore, he rushed to that place again where he went to that reception, and searching here and there, he want to find out where he has lost. While searching, somebody he saw there and asked, have you seen my chain? And that person said, the chain is in your neck only. Because it is so very, very light weight, that person is not able to know that also. Then this person touched on his neck, oh, chain is here only. Nashtavat, as though he has lost, but he has not lost it. It is here itself. Now, he has to run all the way to that place. Is it required or not? He has to run to that reception place again to know that he need not run. He need not run really, because the chain is already with him only. But the running is required to know that running is not required for that chain. That running is required to know that running is not required. Correct? Because chain is already there. Siddha Vastu. Coming to Anikatti camp is required to know that there is no need to attend the sadhana camp. Coming to sadhana camp is required to know that I need not attend the sadhana camp, that I do not know that I am Brahman, but once I go to sadhana camp only, the Guru Apta Bandhu, Apta Vakyam, you are Brahman, Guru says. That's why study of scriptures is required. Shastra is not giving any new thing. Shastra is only reminding you. Yes, Sakshat Aparokshat Brahma, that Brahman who is all pervading, Sakshat Sa Atma Tvameva. Once you know that I am Atma, that Atma alone is Brahman, Aham Atma Brahma Asmi, Vidyate Hridaya Grandhi. All doubts are clear, all confusions are clear, no more confusions, no more delusions, no more insecurity, no more unhappiness, no more limitation. There is a Purnatvam. No limitation means there is no Apurnatvam. You understand Aham Purnaha. That is why in that end of the class, Purnamadha Purnamidam, by chanting that mantra, Shanti Patha, every day, one day I recognize Aham Purnaha. What you fake it and make it. Even though I am Purnaha as Ajnani, daily I chant what? Purnamadaha Purnamidam. That Purnaha, when you say, Puja Swamiji says, Dayananda Swamiji, fake it and make it. Even though it is fake, say, Aham Brahmasmi, Soham Brahma, Soham Brahma. First it is a fake only, later it will become a fact. As you think, so you become. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. Just as a person, yatha kamaha tat kratur bhavati, yat kratur bhavati tat karma kurute, yat karma kurute tad abhisampadhyate. Our local object's sake, desire, sankalpa, and working for that and attaining that. Why not this? This is most easiest, nearest, closest. Naneda. I am that. That is why Brahma Vidya is the most easiest, simplest thing to attain in the world, nothing else. For everything you have to struggle. Only one thing which you need not struggle is your higher nature. By which higher nature, claiming that you are full without any limitations. You are full, Purnam. Clear? Therefore, look into the Shloka 34. Adrishyaha api, when the Purvapakshi asked, Adrishye, Anatme, Anilayane, that Atma is not appearing as like any object in the world. Adrishyaha. Purvapakshi asked, it is not available for perception, for any sense organ, including my mind, buddhi, he said. For that Acharya say, Buddho eva. You can recognize that in your buddhi alone, not in samadhi. not in meditation. For your son or daughter, when they study any subject, any science, they are learning that subject through meditation or by attending the class. If you give any proof, Swamini, my son has got mathematics knowledge by meditation, my daughter has got computer knowledge by meditation in samadhi, can you give that proof? I can accept this also. You cannot give. They have very much attended the class, did homework, and they have taken attendance also. Ingella attendance kadiyadu. So, knowledge they have taken place in the intellect. When any knowledge take place in the intellect, why not self-knowledge? Why people don't understand this? Self-knowledge matram just like a spark, flash. Idi matram flash avaranama. Why not the computer knowledge flash avaralla? Solungo, varadu. Any knowledge flash varadu. Just like spark, it cannot come. Like lightning. Self-knowledge is also like that. But not understanding this, many people think that moksha means some revelation, some brightness, some light should happen in my life like a spark, something should appear, I go to supra-conscious state, turiyatita avastha, like that people think. Or trance, I go to trance. What you did trance? I saw the Atma in the trance. I have forgotten everything. Like that people give description about that experience. And if anybody appears, they start talking. What happened? I went to trance yesterday. Now what? Yesterday I went to trance. Trance-like poitena. Thiruppi vanditten velila. Malli sayankalam 4 maniki trance. 5 maniki velila vandittan. This is not what mantra talking. That is why I said bhidyate hridaya granthihi. In the type of thinking has to be totally removed from the mind, such experiences. I am not talking about ordinary people, worldly people. Even after coming to Vedanta, after studying for a length of time also, there are some seekers thinking like that, something should happen suddenly as a flash. Here is a flash news, mother. Flash news. Therefore, bhidyate hridaya grandhi chidyante sarva samsayaha. The flash, light, experience, trance, these are all nothing to do with knowledge, nothing to do with moksha. It is a big tour, a trip. That type of thinking is a wrong notion. People, they nourish and nurture and they want to get publicity through that and they share with others. And they write books also. And some Mahatma's experience, biography, they go on and on and on reading. And you know how many books they are selling, that book? One biography, autobiography of so and so. I don't want to tell the name. And they write his experiences. And this person, he went there and met with that person, they write experience. In the experience book, thousands of people wasted their life. I have seen in my life. And the book, they also Mahati Vinashti and Sunnana, next connection and matter. Mahati vinashtihi. Oh, that's all, life over. You cannot write anything on the scribbled board. They can never come to a right teacher, Sampradaya Guru, they can never study, they can never understand. Over, that's all for them. Mahati vinashtihi. That is why it is not a joke. Unless you have a punya, Ishvara Kripa, you cannot come to a Sampradaya Guru. Even you come also, if you do not know you have come to a Sampradaya Guru, I have come to a right Guru, right study, right understanding, if you do not know, it is as good as Mahati Vinashti. Okay, it is as good as lost. A person is having lot of money in the pocket, but he do not know he is having. What is the use of that money? The valuable diamond, some diamond is there, that person is thinking it is a piece of glass. It is as good as not having, correct? Similarly, some people, one person met like that only, Puja Dayananda Swamiji. Swamiji blessed me to have a nice good teacher. I want to get a good teacher. Asking in front of Dayananda Swamiji. Mahati vinashtihi. So, adhikku oru punyam irukkanum. To recognize my teacher is the best teacher in the world. My teacher is the best and last for me to study that Shastra. அந்த ஒரு நம்பிக்கை கூட இருக்கணும். அது இல்லைன்னா கூட Shastra won't work for that person. இது ஒரு trip. Some students study from the teacher, but they never know the value of that teacher. The subject, the teacher knows the value, the teacher has got the highest understanding about Shastra. Students never recognize until they study for a length of time. They can never understand. But mature students like Upanishad students, Nachiketa like students immediately understand. Yes, I have come to a right teacher. Over. That's all. They never look back. இதையும் நடக்கணும். இத்தனை இருக்கு. ஈஸ்வர கிருபை வேணும். நல்ல குரு கிடைக்கணும். அந்த குரு கிடைச்சினதுக்கு அப்புறம் கூட இவர் தான் நல்ல குருன்னு தெரியணும். என்ன? இதெல்லாம் சரியாக ஆனதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் அந்த நிஷ்டை வரும். ஒரே சென்டென்ஸ் கிருஷ்ணா சேஸ் மனுஷ்யானா சஹஸ்ரேஷு. அந்த சஹஸ்ரேஷுல நான் இருக்கேன்னு சொல்லணும். நான் தான். As Nachiketa said, Bahunamemi Pradhamaha, Bahunamemi Madhyamaha. I am the best student. Yamadharmaraja is the best teacher. That's why the greatest teaching, Kathopanishad, has come, the revelation, because of Yamadharmaraja and Nachiketa. Same way Arjuna also. Sishyasteham shadhi mam tvam prapannam. You are my teacher. You are. When Arjuna accepted Bhagavan as his guru, then only Krishna opened his mouth. Until that time, Krishna didn't open his mouth. When Arjuna understood that his helplessness, Nissahayata, then only Guru think that now he is eligible for teaching. Sometimes we are with the teacher, we are mingling with the teacher, we are walking with the teacher, we are talking with the teacher. Unless I am not patram, eligible, deserve, the teaching won't pour out. Idiyum kashtam, idiyum irukke. Idella very very important crux, very difficult. You can never scrutinize all these things very easily. Very very subtle. Say Guru Sishya Sambandha is amazing Sambandha in the world, especially with regard to this self-knowledge. भिद्यते हृदय ग्रंथे छिद्यन्ते सर्व संशयाः क्षीयन्ते च अस्य कर्माणि. I have no karma at all, no sanchita, no prarabdha, no agami at all. I was thinking like that. My Guru's grace, his teaching, I have understood. Na punyam, na papam, na saukhyam, na dukkham. I have understood. So, Sishya, ordinary Sishya cannot receive the teaching. An extraordinary qualities are required for a student. Extraordinary. Then Guru says, otherwise Mahati Vinashtiya. Guru irkaru, Nanu irke. The greatest Jnani also, if a person is not deserved for knowledge, irundalum pakkatli, adi mari Ganga, in the Rishikesh, Haridwar, people are near the Ganga. They never go and take bath in Ganga. Because the elite is flowing, But many people come from all over the world to dip in the Ganga water. That's pakkathula irundha, adanoda value theriyadu. The Ganga, how sacred it is. Similarly, Guru also, even though Guru is available with highest knowledge, if I don't have viveka, discrimination power, suppose even though I don't have at least Shraddha, Vinayam, the humility, Jignasa, interest to learn, I can spend my time with the Guru talking so many things. Guru also will talk. If we talk, he also, she also will talk. What to do? If I am a Jignasu, I never waste my Guru's time and my time also, and always connected to Shastra, Atma, that only I talk. Adi innum kashtam. Appudipatta Guru Sishana kadikkiradhu kuda kashtam da. Shastrame pesudana aasiragara Guru kadikkiradhu kashtam da. Adi kadicha, idi kadicha, rendu student, teacher saying the miracles. Miracles are not siddhis. Okay. Knowledge. Revelation take place. That is between Nachiketa and Yamathramaraja, Krishna and Arjuna, Uddhava and Krishna, Shvetaketu and Uddalaka, Maitreyi and Agnivalkya, Ashtavakra and Janaka Maharaja and Agnivalkya. All these are great giants, great teachers and great students. We have to remember them. That is why Guru says, gives answer next shloka itself. Adrishyaha api. Even though Atma is adrishyaha, not appearing, because it doesn't have any form. Ashabdam, asparsham, arupam, arasam, agandham. Still formless, but you can understand how. Yatha Rahus Chandre. Rahu you cannot see, but through Chandra you can see. Similarly, mind is like a Rahu. Mind is like a Chandra. Through mind you can know, because in the mind, mirror-like mind, reflected consciousness is happening, taking place. Once you see the reflected face in the mirror without original face, is it possible? Reflected face proves the existence of original face. Once again, I repeat, you have to repeat. Reflected face proves the existence of, presupposes the existence of original face. Reflected consciousness happening, taking place in the mind, presupposes proves the existence of original consciousness. What is the proof of reflected consciousness existence? Mind is functioning. Inert mind is functioning. Inert mind is sentient. Inert mind becomes sentient and making the inert body sentient and making the inert sense organ sentient and allowing, permitting to see the world. What proof you require other than this? I see the world because of my eyes. Eyes see that objects because of mind. Mind is able to see that through the eyes because of reflected consciousness. Reflected consciousness is formed because of original consciousness. In all these, what you are? Are you the world? Are you the eyes? Are you the mind? Are you the reflected consciousness? Are you the original consciousness? Because of whom, which is working, functioning, which is independent, which are all dependent, you have to decipher. You know, OC is independent, RC is dependent upon OC, RC is dependent upon medium, medium is depending upon RC, RC is depending upon OC, OC is depending upon none. It is not depending upon anything. That must be the truth. So the claim that original, eternal, independent, swatantraha, sarvada asti, sarvada bhati, aham aham iti rupena, drishyaha yadha rahuhu chandre. Not only that, yadha ambhasi bimbam drishyaha bhavati. Ambhasi in waters also, surya bimbam va, chandra bimbam va, drishyaha bhavati, you can see it. You are looking at this chandra, reflected moon or reflected sun in the waters. It proves, it presupposes what? Original sun, original moon. You don't ask for further proof. Original sun is there or not? No. This itself is the proof for that, for its existence. You understand. So this is the upadhi. Mind is the upadhi. Sthula shariram is the upadhi. Just as water is the upadhi to know. To know the existence of the original moon, original sun, because reflection is happening in here. Similarly, mind is the upadhi in which RC is forming. It is possible. Through this example, he is taking that. Sarvagaha api tatha eva atma. Even though Atma is as Brahman all-pervading, Sarvagaha api. Sarvatra gacchati, sarvatra asti iti sarvagaha. Atma buddhau eva saha grihyate. Buddhau eva. In the form of reflected consciousness, it is formed. Through reflected consciousness, you claim. Through the mind, through the buddhi, vritti rupena, you understand aham, original consciousness. For this, I used to give always one example. You cannot see your face. Can you say there is no face? I am not able to see my face. Na grihyate. Therefore, it is not there, you cannot say. You make use of mirror. Before coming to the class, all of you might have looked at mirror. And you have kept bindi, kunkum to the mirror or to the face? To your original face or to reflected face? There is no tatparyam in the mirror. There is no tatparyam. Tatparyam means purport, importance. and the reflected face. Where is importance? Original face or reflected face? If reflected face important, you can put bindi to that mirror. Some ladies while taking bath, they put this bindi to the mirror. எங்கே போனாலும் பாத்ரூம்ஸில் மிரருக்கு பிந்தி இருக்கும். அது சொல்லலை, நான் அப்படி சொல்லலை. We keep bindi on our face. How intelligent we are. We don't keep bindi on the reflected face. Mirror, reflected face, for whose purpose? For whose purpose? For original face to decorate, to do alankarana. Alankarana இல்லைன்னா கணிசம் தொடச்சிக்கிறதுக்கு சம் அழுக்கு எங்கேயோ இருக்கேன்னா மேக் யூஸ் ஆஃப். இது நல்லா புரியுறதே. மைண்ட் இஸ் ஆல்சோ லைக் எ மிரர். அது சொல்ல போகிறார் இப்போ Shankaracharya. How mind as a upadhi is helpful to manifest this Atma. The words are used here. See, let me read the shloka and I'll explain. Bhanorbhimbam yatha chaushnyam जले दृष्टं न चाम्भसः बुद्धौ बोधो न तद्धर्मः तथैव स्याद्विधर्मतः. Few words you have to note the terms. Prakashakaha, Abhivyanjakaha. These two words you have to understand before going to see the other verses. Suppose my hand is here, light is there, hand is here. Okay? Hand is illumined by the light. You know the hand through the light. Light is the illuminator. So what are the names given in this example? The hand is Prakashakaha. The hand is Prakashakaha. Light helping the hand to appear. Light helping the hand by illumining the hand. So light, we can say light is Prakashakaha. Light illumining the hand by making the hand as an illuminator, it is called Prakashakaha. Hand is Abhivyanjakaha. In the technical terms, these are all in Vedanta. Light is Prakashakaha, hand is Abhivyanjakaha. Abhivyanjakaha means manifester. Hand helps the light to manifest. So through the hand you come to know there is light, because you are knowing the hand. How do I know the hand? Because of light. So this is Abhivyanjakaha. A hand is the Abhivyanjakaha, manifester of the light. Light is the illuminator of the hand. இது வந்து தாஷ்டாந்தத்துக்கு நான் கூட்டிட்டு போறேன். அப்புறம் இதுக்கு புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். Light is the illuminator of the hand, therefore light is Prakashakaha. Hand is the manifester of the light. Through the hand illumination, I come to know there is light. Really speaking, light doesn't have any form. Light doesn't have any form. Similarly, Atma also, mind is also like a hand. Atma is like a light. Atma is the illuminator of the mind. Mind is the manifester of Atma. Consciousness is the illuminator, prakashakaha, of the mind. I come to know the mind, my mind, happy mind, sorrowful mind. I come to know the mind because it is illumined by me, the consciousness, original I. Lower I, Ahankara, mind, is illumined by the higher I, OC, Sakshi Chaitanya. Therefore, originally I, the Sakshi Chaitanyam, am Prakashakaha of the mind. Just as the light is formless, I, the consciousness, also am formless. Light is evident because of hand. Through hand, I understand there is light because it is formless. Same way, through the mind, Upadhi, medium, RM2, through mind Upadhi, who is the manifester of OC, because RC has formed here, mind is active, sentient. It is the manifester of, mind is the manifester of original consciousness. I am showing like this, don't see outside. I am the original consciousness. Adrishyaha api aham buddhau antahkarane upadhirupena antahkarana buddhi manaha. All are one and the same. Okay, there is no much difference. In their function only there is a difference. Buddhau eva, the antahkarane chidabhasa rupena, the manifester, buddhi is the manifester of consciousness. I am illumining the mind, mind is the manifester, upadhi, medium for me to manifest. Therefore it is called manifester. Mind is the manifester. Abhivyanjakaha. Aham atma prakashakaha. Chidabhasa dwara. Chidabhasa cannot happen without mirror. And mirror reflected. Medium and reflection. Here mind is the medium, Chidabhasa is the reflection. Mind is the medium, and mirror inga mind. And reflected face inga reflected consciousness. அங்கே லைட்டு சொன்னேன், ஃபேஸ் எடுத்துக்காது, ஃபேஸுக்கு ஃபார்ம் இருக்கு, லைட்டுக்கு ஃபார்ம் கிடையாது. அதுக்கு தான் லைட்டு ஹேண்டு எக்ஸாம்பிள் எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. சம் ஓவர் இன்டெலிஜென்ட் என்ன பண்ணுவான்னா இதெல்லாம் விட்டுட்டு எக்ஸாம்பிள் பிடிப்பான். ஓகே, நவ் லுக் இன் டு திஸ் பேக்ரவுண்ட் யூ என்டர். பானோஹோ பிம்பம் யதா யதா ஜஸ்ட் ஆஸ் சூர்யா, பானு மீன்ஸ் சூர்யா பிம்பம். What it has got, it gives heat and light to the water. Surya bimbam, reflection of the sun happens, and what next? Aushnyam. Chaushnyam is there. Cha aushnyam. Heat. Surya, நமக்கு சம்மரில் மദ്രാஸில் நல்லா தெரியும். இவளை டெம்பரேச்சர் அவர்களுக்குன்னா கொஞ்சம் பைப் ஓப்பன் பண்ணி பாருங்க, தண்ணி ஹாட்டாக வந்தால் இன்னைக்கு 40 இருக்கும் கட்டாயமாக, கொஞ்சம் இன்னும் ஹாட்டாக இருந்தால் 42 இருக்கும். அது எப்படி தெரியும்னா தண்ணி தெரியறது என்ன, ஹூசு பிரபாவ, சூரிய பகவான் பிரபாவ, ஔஷ்ணியம். And the bucket of water, reflection has formed and heat also has happened. Because of whom? Sun. Aushniyancha jale drishtam. Jale drishtam. We are experiencing that sun reflection in the waters, and we are experiencing the heat in the waters, hot sun. Do they belong to water? Really? The heat belongs to water? No. Na ambhasaha. It does not belong to water. That reflection is not belong to water. Surya Prakasha, Surya is up above. Here reflection is formed. Similarly, mind is like a water here. Example, Maripochu Parungu, next sloka, in the sloka. Ambhas is the medium. Previously I said hand. Now you have to take waters here in the sloka. Water is a medium. In that Surya reflection happened and Aushnyam also happened. Both are not belong to the water. Ade madri second line. Buddhau cha bodhe. Buddhau bodho na tad dharmaha. Is the important crux. Buddhau antahkarane. In the mind or buddhi, bodhaha means consciousness. Consciousness is reflecting. Reflected consciousness is formed in the buddhi. Buddhi becomes sentient, started thinking. Inner to mind thinking. How is it possible? Na tad dharmaha. It is not its nature. The sentiency of the buddhi, the activity of the buddhi is not because of buddhi originally, because it has borrowed sentiency from OC. Reflected consciousness is formed there, it becomes sentient. Idi theriyadu, ajnaniki theriyadu. But it is happening into everyone, every day. Buddhau bodhaha na tad dharmaha. It is not its quality, it is not its attribute. Tatha eva syat vidharmataha. Because vidharmataha means buddhi is inert, jadam. It cannot function, it cannot think, it cannot decide. But it is taking decision. That is why in Kenopanishad the student asked, Keneshitam patati preshitam manaha, Keneshitam vachamimam vadanti. How these sense organs are functioning, mind is functioning because what? Kau devo yunakti, because of which deva? Then Guru said, Adida niyappa atma chaitanyam anyadeva viditat atho abhiditadadhi. The greatest teaching comes out. Next verse. Chakshuryukta dhiyo vrittihi yata pashyanna luptadrik drishter drashta bhavedatma Shrute shrota tatha bhavet Kevalam manaso vrittim Pashyan manta mate rajah Vijnata lupta shaktitvat Tatha shastram nahityatah. Again, Brihadaranyaka quotation, very, very important. It's a known subject only, but Upanishadic words Acharya use here. Chakshur yukta. Ya vrittihi, ya chakshuhu yukta dhiyaha vrittihi. Rupa vritti. Chakshuhu, eyes. These 4 lines, there is a, you all know all this. Again I have to go into that whole picture. OC, I am showing like this, okay, they are all close, very, very close together. OC, form, RC in the mind, antakaranam. The mind gives sentiency to the eyes. Eyes through the golakam, chakshur indriyam vere, chakshur golakam vere. Indriyam anna power of seeing. Power of seeing you cannot see because it is indriyam, subtle body. And the part of subtle body you cannot see. You can see fleshy eyes, retina, white part, black part, eyelids, eyelashes, you can see. But seeing power you cannot see. That seeing power. That's why eye doctor, he doesn't know you are seeing or not. That is why he keeps some board letters. Are you able to read? He looks at your eyes only. He cannot look at your indriyam shakti. Big letters he keeps. Yes, doctor, I am able to read. He reduced the size of the letters. Now you are able to read? நான் ரீட் அவர் படிச்சுட்டு இருக்கா தெரியறதா இல்லையான்னு கேட்பார் இவர். அப்புறம் இன்னும் ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணுவார் லெட்டர் சைஸு. உங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் தெரியும், கண்ணாடி இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் தெரியும். ஓகே, ரெடியூசிங் த சைஸ். ஆர் யூ ஏபிள் டு ரீட்? ஏன் எது கேட்குறாரு டாக்டரு? இவனுக்கு இந்திரிய சக்தி இருக்கா இல்லையான்னு டாக்டருக்கு தெரியாது. ஏன்னா கண்ணும் தெரியறது, కానీ கண்ணுக்கு பின்னாடி இருக்கிற சீயிங் பவர் that person only knows. That is why doctor go on and asking indriya shakti. What shakti? Seeing power, rupa. How this form eyes are able to see? Eyes are able to see the form. How? In Vichara Sagara we saw this elaborately, recent classes. OC, RC, RM, mind, vritti is formed. When eyes want to see, what vritti is required? Shabda vritti, rupa vritti or rasa vritti? Rupa vritti. Because eyes can only give the forms and colors. So the rupa vritti. Chakshuhu gets the rupa vritti because of mind. Mind is able to give the power to the eyes to have the rupa vritti because of RC. RC is able to exist because of OC. Then you say, today அந்த அலங்காரம் இல்லை நம்மளது தான். சென்னை இங்கே போய் பாருங்க, அம்பாள் எப்படி ஜிகேல் ஜிகேல்னு ஒரே ஷைனிங்னா. ஹூ இஸ் சீயிங்? நல்ல எக்ஸாம்பிள் இன்னைக்கு கிடைச்சிருக்க பாருங்க. ஹூ இஸ் சீயிங்? ஐஸ். Alankaram, Avaranam, everything. Eyes are seeing. How? Rupa vritti is taking place inside. Thought of form. That's what he said. Chakshuhu, chakshur yukta dhiyaha. Dhiyaha, the antakaranam, the intellect. Vrittihi, ya vrittihi, chakshuhu yukta. That thought which is going outwards through the eyes, ta pashyan, it sees. It can see, it cannot see. Suppose eyes are in good condition, you can see. Otherwise, you cannot see. Eyes go out, the thought goes out. You know all this, thought goes out and pervades the object and gives the red color knowledge to the mind, intellect. Green color leaf knowledge come back. Who gave? Through the eyes. Eyes only or eye indriya shakti? Indriya shakti. How the vritti went out? Because of chidabhasa. Vritti vyapti, phala vyapti. It happened. Then you get what? Shabda vritti. அது பாருங்க, அது கூட வருது. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லோகா லைனில் வருது. Shabda goes out. Shrota, Shabda vritti, it goes out. This is கோலக்கம். சில பேர் கோலக்கம் எல்லாம் இருக்கும், கோலக்கம்லாம் இந்திரியம் இருக்காது. அதுக்கு தான் In the eyes, they look like this only, but the eye power, you do not know whether that person is blind or not also. Eyes are normal, but no, some blind people are like that only. Now, eyes are normal outside, but seeing power won't be there. Ears are normal, this is Golakam. Hearing power, not there. So, the Shabdam I receive, Shabda Vritti has gone out through that, Indriya has gone out through the Vritti. Indriya gone means Vritti has gone. How Vritti has gone? Vritti is Jadam. It cannot go outside because of Chidabhasa. It has got a capacity to go out, pervades, and comes back and gives the knowledge of that. Similarly, Payasam, tongue, Vritti, Rasa Vritti, Rupa Vritti, Gandha Vritti, Shabda Vritti, Sparsha Vritti, all these are said in the Upanishad. Chakshuhu yukta dhiyaha vrittihi yata pashyan. Idella theriyadhe Swamini nannana. But one is aluptadrik. Eyes may function, here seeing power may work or not. Sometimes in Jagrata Avastha it function. In dream, this eyes, this power is absent. In sleep, none of them are there. But who is always present? Aluptadrik. The seer, Atma, never luptaha, never absent. Aluptadrik. In seeing time, eyes are only functioning. In hearing time, ears are only functioning. In tasting time, tongue only functioning. In smelling time, that nose only functioning. In touching time, skin only functioning. Each one excludes the other. Vyavartakam. Each one excludes the other. Vyavartakam. But who is not Vyavartakam? Who is included in seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling? Aluptadrik. I, the OC, Atma, Sakshi Chaitanyam, am aluptadrik. I am never absent. I am not excluded. I am included in every knowledge. Forms knowledge excludes sound knowledge. Sound knowledge excludes taste knowledge. Taste knowledge excludes touch knowledge. Touch knowledge excludes smell knowledge. Each one is different. Smell is not form, form is not sound, sound is not touch, touch is not taste. But behind all this, one is the knower. The seer, observer, experiencer is common, ansyutataya, inheres. That is, kevala manasaha vrittim pashyan manta matehe ajaha. Ajaha, birthless Atma Chaitanyam, is the one who is lending existence, consciousness to the mind and thought and indriyas and the stula shariram, and that is, sound is. See, conscious of. I am conscious of that sound. Tell me, ears are conscious of the sound? Golakam is conscious of the sound, or hearing power is conscious of the sound, or vritti is conscious of sound, or mind is conscious of sound, or behind the mind consciousness is conscious of the sound. Consciousness behind the mind is the conscious of the sound. In the conscious of the sound ku ivvala process irukku. Conscious of the form ku avvala process irukku. Idella ivvala neram solrana, but it happens in fraction of seconds. The moment you put the payasam on your tongue, how much time it takes? But to explain, அங்கே பாயசம் இருக்கு, இங்கே டங் இருக்கு, you have to take the tongue and you have to taste it and the rasana indriyam, rasa vritti happens in how much time I have to talk to explain? But the knowledge of the taste of payasam, knowledge of the peacock sound, how much time it is taking? No time. In no time it is taking place. Because of whom? I, the consciousness. That is the essence of these 4 lines. Look into the shloka. Second line, Drishtehe drashta bhaved atma. Atma is the seer of the seer. Drishtehe drashta. Mind is the seer number 1. With lower ahankara, lower I, you say, I am seeing this ashram is so beautiful. You are making use of the lower I, ahankara. I am seeing. Swami alankaram, I am seeing. Who is telling? Mind. Lower I, drashta number 2. Behind that there is another drashta. Mind sees the world. Mind is the drashta. இதெல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சின விஷயம் தான் உங்களுக்கு. எத்தனை வாட்டி கேட்டாலும் நன்னா இருக்குல்ல. Mind is the seer, drashta of the world. World is object, mind is the subject. From the standpoint of Atma, original consciousness, mind is the seen, Atma is the drashta. Seer number 1. Seer number 1 lends existence to seer number 2. This seer number 2 is the subject and object both. Subject from the standpoint of the world. The seer number 2 is the subject from the standpoint of the world, but object from the standpoint of I, the consciousness. You want to vote for this seer number, it is temporary, Jagrata Avastha only it is there. This seer number 2 is not available in dream, not available in sleep. இது வேணுமா அது வேணுமா நீங்களே சொல்லுங்க. இது தாத்காலிகம், டெம்பரரி. ஆயாராம் கயாராம் யாரு? Who is ஆயாராம் கயாராம்? The seeker number 2, which is subject and object both. That is why you see second line, drishtehe, seer number 2 ki drashta yaru? Drashta, seer number 1, Atma bhaved. Atma is the seer number 1. Drishtehe drashta, the seer of the seer, hearer of the hearer, smeller of the smeller, toucher of the toucher, taster of the taster, not tester, taster. Shruti is Shrota, hearer of the hearer. Lower mind, I, the Hankara and the hearer. Primary hearer or secondary hearer? Secondary hearer. Who is primary hearer? Consciousness. I, the original consciousness. Because these are all blessed by me. Shruti is Shrota. Kevala manasaha vrittim pashyan Atma matehe ajaha. Kevala manasaha. Pure mind cannot do anything. Because it is blessed by the Atma, blessed by reflected consciousness. Therefore it is functioning birthless consciousness. Mind has birth and death. In deep sleep? No. In dream it is projecting. Therefore it has got fluctuations. I am that changeless, birthless. Ajaha means birthless. Vijnata alupta shaktitvat. Vijnata, the knower of the knower. I know this, I know this, I know this. I know that I know. Silence. I know that I know. I know is original consciousness. That I know is reflected consciousness with thoughts, thought of knowledge. That's why any knowledge is because of this Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Andajnanam. Clear? Vijnataram are kena vijaniyat. That is the mantras comes. Vijnata. Okay, nice dwelling upon this more and more. It's more interesting. Okay. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso manaha vachoha vacham. Kenopanishad. Bulbasya bulb electricity. Fanasya fan electricity. Adi madre, I am the substratum of this whole universe. More in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.